China is officially deploying battery-swapping humanoid robots to patrol its border with Vietnam. And honestly, if you told me this was leaked footage from a future Black Mirror season, I'd believe you. Today, we're breaking down what these robots are, why China is using them, what this means for border security worldwide, and of course, whether we should be excited or mildly terrified. So first, let's talk about what these things actually are. These aren't wobbly, slow, cute robots like we saw a decade ago. These are full-on humanoid patrol units built to walk upright, climb rugged terrain, and operate for long stretches without getting tired or bored. They're loaded with sensors, thermal imaging, night vision, object recognition, facial detection, and environmental sensing. Basically, imagine a security guard who never blinks, never takes lunch breaks, and literally doesn't care if the weather sucks. But the real flex? These robots use battery swap stations. No plugging in for hours, no waiting around. They walk up, the battery pops out, a fresh one snaps in, and boom, they're back on the job. It's like NASCAR pit stops, but for robot patrol officers. Now, why the Vietnam border? This region has always been tough to patrol. Dense forests, mountains, humid conditions. It's not exactly a friendly work environment. China says these robots will help with illegal border crossings, smuggling, drug trafficking, and general surveillance. Robots don't complain, they don't get sick, and they can handle repetitive tasks without losing focus. But it's not just about replacing people. It's also about showing off. Nations love flexing new tech, especially tech that blurs the line between defense, automation, and control. The battery swapping is where things get wild. The robots walk into a small dock, kind of like a phone hitting its wireless charger. Except instead of charging, the whole battery unit slides out. A robotic arm or automated system clicks in a new one. It takes seconds. This means the robots can essentially patrol 24/7 without downtime. A human border guard works 8 hours. A robot? As long as you've got enough charged batteries, it's a never-ending security loop. And if you're thinking, well, what about maintenance? These bots can diagnose their own issues and send warnings before anything breaks. Welcome to preventative maintenance, but like self-aware. So what does this mean for the rest of the world? Well, we're entering a new era. This is the first large-scale deployment of humanoid patrol robots anywhere. Not drones, not cameras, actual walking machines acting as ground security forces. You can bet countries like the US, South Korea, Israel, and Russia are watching this very closely. Because once one country successfully deploys autonomous humanoid guards, everyone else starts thinking, okay, are we behind? Do we need our own robot patrol team? And let's be real, this isn't just about borders. The same tech can be used for cities, airports, military bases, disaster zones, even warehouse automation. Today, it's Vietnam Border Patrol. Tomorrow, it's your Amazon package being delivered by a robot with perfect posture. But here's the million-dollar question. Is this progress, or is this the point where we all start rehearsing our lines for the upcoming Robot Uprising movie? There are real debates happening right now about automation, surveillance, and how far governments should go when handing power over to machines. Some say it's safer, some say it's efficient, and others say, hey, maybe we shouldn't build robot security forces that never sleep and don't get tired. Either way, one thing is crystal clear. The age of humanoid patrol robots isn't coming someday. It's not sci-fi, it's here, right now, and China just made the first big move. Let me know in the comments. Would you feel safer with robot guards, or would you rather take your chances with a human who at least needs a coffee break? Today, we're diving into a major warning sent directly from Elon Musk to world leaders across the US, Europe, and Asia. His message was blunt. We're not ready for what's coming in AI warfare. And according to multiple insiders, this wasn't some off-the-cuff remark. It was a response to new military AI capabilities that shocked even seasoned defense experts. So what exactly is happening behind the scenes? And why is Musk raising the alarm now? Let's break it down. Musk has always been vocal about AI risk, but this warning wasn't philosophical. It was direct, urgent, and tied to real systems that already exist. Sources say Musk reviewed confidential updates on autonomous weapons programs, not just in the US, but also in China, Russia, and several private defense labs. These systems aren't prototypes anymore. They're operational. We're talking about AI-driven drones that can select and attack a target without human input, AI-enabled battlefield prediction tools, and robotic platforms that can coordinate attacks faster than any human. Musk's concern is simple. Once these systems scale, even one accident or miscalculation could trigger a chain reaction no one can stop. The AI arms race is no longer hypothetical. It has momentum, funding, and political pressure behind it. The US is pushing autonomous drone swarms. China is developing AI-powered battlefield analysis software. Russia is experimenting with unmanned robotic tanks. Even smaller nations are buying off-the-shelf AI guidance systems from private companies. Everyone is building. No one is slowing down. And that's the real danger. Not one superweapon, but a global rush with no rules, no oversight, and no shared understanding of what the limits should be. The moment that reportedly triggered Musk's warning involves a new generation of self-learning targeting algorithms. These systems adapt on the fly, they rewrite their own strategies, and they don't always behave the same way twice. One internal report described an AI drone that found an unintended attack pattern, a smarter one, that nobody programmed. It wasn't malfunctioning, it was optimizing. And that's the part that terrifies researchers. Once AI systems start developing tactics humans don't fully understand, the risk skyrockets. The fastest human decision in war takes seconds. An advanced AI can analyze an entire battlefield in milliseconds. That speed difference is a problem. When AI acts faster than humans can even process the information, officials might not have time to confirm, cancel, or even comprehend an action before it happens. Musk's message to world leaders was essentially, we're building weapons that think faster than you can react. The next global conflict could begin and end before humans understand what triggered it. Musk is pushing for three things: international rules for AI weapons, mandatory human oversight over lethal actions, a pause on self-learning military AI until safety is proven. The biggest question is whether governments will listen or whether the race will move too fast to stop. AI warfare is no longer science fiction. It's here. It's evolving rapidly. And the people building these systems are increasingly worried about what comes next. Whether Musk is right or wrong, the warning is clear. We're heading into a future where technology might make decisions faster than humanity can manage. Stay aware, stay informed, and stay curious. Because the future of AI is rewriting the world in real time. Imagine walking into your workshop. No tools in your hands, no measuring, no cutting. You just speak and a robot starts building what you described. A chair, a shelf, a little side table, all created exactly the way you imagined it, simply because you said the words out loud. This isn't a magic trick. It's not a sci-fi clip from Star Trek. This is a real system developed by MIT researchers. A robot that turns human speech into physical objects. And today, we're going to break down why this might be the biggest shift in manufacturing since the invention of the assembly line. Let's start with what actually happened at MIT. Researchers created a system where you literally tell a robotic arm what you want. You don't need engineering background. You don't need to design a blueprint. You don't even need a drawing. You just talk like a normal human. I want a simple stool with 3 legs. Build me a small table about knee-high. Make a shelf with 2 layers. The AI listens, interprets your intention, converts your speech into a 3D design, and then a robotic arm builds it from modular parts. So the entire process is speak, AI designs, robot builds. No keyboard, no CAD software, no technical skill, just your voice. Now here's the wild part. The robot doesn't just follow instructions blindly. It thinks through the design. If you say, build me a stool that can hold my weight, it needs to know what strong, stable, or my weight means. So it asks questions back. It clarifies your intention. It negotiates with you like a real collaborator. This means the system isn't just listening, it's reasoning. We're watching the beginning of collaborative creation between humans and machines, where robots aren't tools, They're partners. Think about what that means. Your creativity becomes the blueprint. Your imagination becomes the raw material. You don't need skills, you only need ideas. So let's take this crazy idea and stretch it a little further. What happens when this concept leaps outside a lab? Imagine these systems in home workshops. You wake up and say, build me a shoe rack for the hallway. You come back later. It's finished. Small business manufacturing. A cafe owner says, I need 5 tables, same size, rustic wood style. AI designs. Robots build. No factory needed. Construction sites. Workers talk to machines like teammates. We need a support beam here, 2 meters, reinforced. And a robot fabricates it on site, perfectly sized. Space missions astronauts speak to robots to build tools, storage modules, replacement parts, without bringing them from Earth. In other words, if humans can describe it, machines can make it. This flips our relationship with technology. Instead of learning machines, machines learn us. Let's talk big picture. Why does this matter? Why should you care beyond the cool factor? Because this technology hits 3 massive industries at once. Manufacturing. We move away from mass-produced products toward on-demand personal creation. Your furniture, your tools, your products, built for your exact needs. Education kids could build anything they imagine just by describing it. Creativity becomes a superpower, not a technical skill. Economy and jobs. We're not replacing workers. We're shifting what work means. Work moves from doing the labor to directing the creation. That's a different kind of job market, a different kind of skill. Imagine millions of people building without ever learning a single technical tool. So here's the real question. If we can speak ideas into reality, if robots can understand our intent, if machines become creators, not just tools, what does humanity become? Think about it. Our future might not belong to the people who can build the best things, but to the people who can imagine the best things. The barrier between idea and reality is disappearing. The future won't be built by machines replacing us. It'll be built by machines amplifying what's inside our minds. This is the beginning of speech to reality, where imagination is a skill and robots make it real.